And welcome to Tracking the Week. On Monday, the Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, hinted at a possible upward review of the cost of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which is currently estimated at 15 trillion naira. The additional funds are expected to cover tree planting, the installation of CCTV cameras and other features designed to enhance the socio-economic value of the project. Correspondent Kuluji reports that Umahi made these announcements during a project inspection tour of Section 1 and 2 at the Lagos end of the highway. The minister revealed that trees will be planted while lay-bays will be set, adding that at every 5 kilometers, lay-bay with CCTV cameras will be established to monitor the entire 750-kilometer stretch to Calabar. Umahi expressed satisfaction with the quality and progress of work by the contractor High-Tech Construction Company Limited, describing the Lagos-Calabar Superhighway and other ongoing legacy road projects across Nigeria as a signature of excellence and innovation by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Still on Monday, Wunane, a community in Tarka local government area of Benue State in northern Nigeria, hosted about 1,000 pregnant women from the rural communities to a free medical outreach during the Christmas season. The pregnant women were given delivery kits and free medical checkups, counseling and other health services conveyed by Emmanuel Tiomhemba Agba, Chief Executive Officer of Tionex Nigeria in honor of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume. The outreach, which was attended by Regina Akume, the House of Representatives member for Tarka Boko constituency, and other personalities including traditional rulers, is aimed at elevating the challenges of anemia and other health-related diseases common among pregnant women in rural communities mostly prone to the diseases. On Tuesday, a chief magistrate at the Oyo State Magistrate Court, Olabisi Ogunkanmi, has ordered that ex-wife of the Oni of Ife, Olorunseun, Prophetess Naomi, the owner of Agidigbo FM, Oriyomi Hamzat, as well as the principal of the Islamic High School Bashirun Ibadan, Abdullahi Fasasi, be remanded at the Agodi Correctional Facility pending an advice from the Director of Public Prosecution at the State Ministry of Justice. The Chief Magistrate made the ruling when the trio were arraigned in court for their roles in last Wednesday's stampede, which resulted in the unfortunate death of 35 minors, while several others sustained varying degrees of injuries. The presiding judge at the magistrate level explained that the suspect was standing trial on the 4-count charge bordering on conspiracy, acceleration of death, negligent act to cause bodily harm, and committing to provide inadequate security and provision of necessary medical facilities in case of an emergency. Supporters of one of the suspects had converged on the court premises but were deterred by the heavy security present. Still on Tuesday, President Bola Tinubu had extended heartfelt greetings to Christians across Nigeria and worldwide as they celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, as narrated in the Holy Scriptures. Christmas embodies the fulfillment of divine prophecy and symbolizes a triumph of love, peace and unity. According to the President, it's a poignant reminder that light can emerge even in the darkest times, bringing solace and hope. In a statement he personally signed, the President alluded to the recent tragic event in Ibadan, Okija and Abuja, where some citizens lost their lives, saying the incident deeply saddened government and that their thoughts are with those who continue to suffer from the heartbreaking incident. The government prayed that such misfortunes do not revisit Nigerian families and communities and that the lives of innocents are never again cut short. On Wednesday, Vice President Kashim Shettima assured Nigerians of the federal government's dedication to national security, economic transformation, and welfare of the citizens. In a Christmas message, the Vice President said the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu remains unwavering in its focus on the critical areas as the country looks forward to the dawn of a new year. In a statement issued by Stanley Nkwocha, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications, Office of the Vice President, The Vice President Shatima particularly urged the citizens to imbibe the virtues of national unity during the Yuletide season. Senator Shatima assured Nigerians of the continued vigilance of the nation's security forces, noting that Nigeria's brave security personnel will continue to work round the clock during the festive period to keep citizens safe. He said enhanced security measures have been put in place to protect the citizens during the holiday period. Still on Wednesday, Bishop Matthew Hassan Kuka of the Sokoto Diocese has called on the federal and state government to address unemployment and religious extremism as critical measures to combat Nigeria's widespread insecurity. In his 2024 Christmas message released on Wednesday, Bishop Kuka described insecurity as a byproduct of corruption and stressed the need for comprehensive solution to the country's challenges. He said insecurity cannot be overcome without addressing unemployment and violent religious extremism, which create conditions for violence. The cleric also urged the enforcement of laws to prosecute perpetrators of religious extremism, whom he described as criminals and murderers. Bishop Kuka encouraged Christians to remain resolute in their faith and moral responsibilities, regardless of the nation's systemic failure. They are the world's light, a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. We must not allow the weaknesses and failures of Nigerian state to become an excuse for doing wrong, he said. On Thursday, the federal government of Nigeria strongly rejects allegation made in a viral video by the military leader of Niger Republic, General Abdurrahmani Tichani, claiming non-existent collusion between Nigeria and France to destabilize his country. In a statement released on Thursday, Mohammed Idris, Minister of Information and National Orientation, said such claims exist solely in the realm of imagination, as Nigeria has never engaged in any overt or covert alliance with France or any other country to sponsor terrorist attacks or destabilize the Niger Republic in the wake of the undemocratic change in the leadership of the country. He said Nigeria's armed forces, in collaboration with partners in the multinational Joint Task Force, are succeeding in curbing terrorism within the region. It is therefore absurd to suggest that Nigeria would conspire with any foreign power to undermine the peace and security of a neighboring country. According to him, neither the Nigerian government nor any of its officials has ever been involved in arming or supporting any terror group to attack Niger Republic, and no part of Nigeria has been ceded to any foreign power for subversive operations in Niger Republic. Still on Thursday, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, celebrated the festive season with the sick and wounded soldiers in action, while assuring them that their sacrifices will never go in vain. General Oluyede said this at a lunch-on with the sick and wounded soldiers at the 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital, Kaduna. The COAS assured that the welfare of officers, soldiers and their families, including the injured and those who lost their lives, remained his top priority. Oluyede, represented by the Corps Commander Artillery Major General Marcus Kangia, said the issues towards fostering professionalism and combat readiness will be achieved alongside a stronger emphasis on maintaining sound administration. On Friday, Niger Republic had accused Nigeria and other ECOWAS members of colluding with France to destabilize the country. However, ECOWAS, in a statement on Thursday, described the allegation as unfounded. The Commission of the Economic and West African State, ECOWAS, expressed deep concern over allegations made against Nigeria and other ECOWAS member states. The Commission stands firmly by Nigeria, an ECOWAS member state, against allegations that they are sponsoring terrorism. For years, Nigeria has supported peace and security of several countries, not only in the West African sub-region, but also on the African continent. The recent successes recorded by the multinational Joint Task Force, which Nigeria leads, demonstrate the country's commitment to peace and security across the region. ECOWAS therefore refute any suggestion that such a generous and magnanimous country will become a state sponsor of terrorism, the statement's reading part. ECOWAS then called on all states in the region to promote dialogue and stability and refrain from making accusations that are not supported by any evidence. The federal government on Thursday denied Niger Republic allegation. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, made the brutal in a statement aimed claims by Niger Republic's military leader that Nigeria was working with France against his country. Still on Friday, the defense headquarters blamed what it described as a secondary explosion for the death of about 10 persons following strikes in Sokoto. A few days back, the Sokoto government said 10 villagers were killed and others injured after military strikes in Silame local government area of the state. But the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, said the deaths and injuries were due to explosions and not a direct result of the strikes. According to Buba, the military confirmed that the strikes hit the target, the terrorist group. However, Buba did not confirm the number of casualties in the strikes, which has continued to generate comments from Nigerians. Those killed in the airstrikes have since been buried according to Islamic conditions. And that's all we have on Tracking the Week.